So hello and welcome along. I hope you enjoy this one, and I hope I do better than last time. And so I'm just going to find myself on here if I can, and go from there. So I think I'm not up yet. It always happens with me every time. Every time I try to see this straight away, you have to turn the volume down, otherwise it's going to interrupt. Should be showing up now. No, it's still not. I don't know. I'll go back to here and I'll try that now. So I think I have to get this way. This is how I do it. So anyway, there you go. I've got that set up now, and I'm going to stick that in my phone holder so I can see chat. So I do it for, so I can see your chat to me, and I hope you enjoy the session. I've got my water, and yeah, the music is invisible. Okay, well, it's not invisible, but the music loop is invisible. So here I go. I'll just check that everything's going properly over there and there. And so it looks like it might be. So hi, and let's have a skizzy into this position. Here is number one, bishop c4, and bishop takes rook. So it was a bishop check and bishop takes rook. Here is issues for the black king with moves like queen h5, and black's playing my opening. So, and black is 2309. But I think that this is going to be a pretty good move. I think straight off. And then if king e7, then king f7, king e7. If we go king e7 for what, black, we can play knight g6, but I'm looking at moves like knight f5, check, and anyway, so I'm going here, and here we're going to go here. And that's that, number two, finished. Well done, Jonathan. Now here's, we get to promote with check. We don't want to play h8. We want to play this every day of the week, I think. Especially that currently we're queen down. So I'm going to make it into a queen. And that can lose me. And all of that, I just found that one. So here we got this check here. Okay. And once the queen goes back to e1, we've got bishop takes e2. King g1 forced, queen takes queen. So here's queen check, bishop check, queen takes queen, checkmate. This one is swipe and swipe, checkmate. This one is the rook is on pre, because once we go queen check and then we capture with check as well. Even if the queen goes to g4, we still take the rook with check either way. Okay, what is going on here, David? Are we going to play this? This is g2, and then if queen g2, rook g2, d6, and then we can go rook here, check. Rook here, d7, and not rook h7 as d8 queen. Oh no. But rook h8 to prevent the queen from queening without being able to be taken by us. So g2, okay. So we're going to go rook f1, I think, check now. Yeah, I think so. Queen, and there we live to tell the tale. Hope I do better than the other day. And so, wow, there's a few people looking already. Wow, hope you're not upset with my play today. So first move is queen here check, queen here to defend the king from queen capturing the king, which it really wants to do. Then rook h2 to drive away the king's protection of the queen on h4. So we all see that, and it's rook h2, queen takes, and if rook h3 now, then we're going to do something about it. But thank you very much, all those that are watching already. So I hope I don't put you off. Now here is a double attack on the back flank of blacks. If we merely play rook d8, then check, we just have queen d8 and black gets to defend and probably wins because of this bishop and knight that black are up. Even if queen takes pawn, then queen d6 after all that before is check, and we get to swap these things off. This queen on c6 will swap off for that. Okay, so here we're going to go queen e8 check, and that also drives the rook off the protected square of the queen on d1 d8 sort of thing. And now here's rook e8 checkmate. Now we are to find the best move for white. So what is actually happening? Boy, my stomach's starting to make a bit of a rumble tonight. So I hope you like the tune. And the tune, like I've just said, is in a loop form, and it's invisible. It's on YouTube available. It's, I think, one of the top 20 according to one artist. So here's king b5, and then we're going to play king here, and now we're playing b5. Here already we see this quite quickly, and we get to capture with check unless bishop e8 happens. So I'm not going to spend too long on this. It's check, and then we can look at defending this rook if we so wish, but probably not. Actually, white would be able to play, if the king stays on here or here, will be able to play, if they so wish, queen takes knight, or queen takes queen. What? Rook c1, and thereby we get to store up material and win and liquidate the game for white's favour. Here we have a check and a checkmate, or rook f8, but if I do that way, the computer's going to complain. It'll just say, you're out. Ha, ha, ha. It'll laugh at me. So, but I like to play that in actual games. But now we've got this bishop down here, and I'm looking at all sorts of other things, and I'm trying to get checkmate, but this is going to be the move, I think. I hope you agree, and I hope I'm right as well. Knight takes, knight d5 check, and the best move would be king d8, and then queen e8, and knight c7 takes the rook on c7 with check. So I'm going to play that first. If the king goes to d7, no good, because knight f6 check, and then we win the queen. The queen. Okay, now we take this as promised. Hopefully I don't muck the mouse up today like last time. Here we've got this instant. This is why do I see these so quickly now? Because I've put myself on the timeout mat. I've actually put myself on the timeout mat, and plus I've missed some of these, even, because I've lost my pieces this way, that white's going to lose their piece here. So I've actually lost pieces because of this sort of stuff. So I go queen check and queen takes knight. Even if bishop d2, I play queen takes knight, and then we offer swap. But I've actually lost my bishop a lot in the king's gambit for white. I don't even want to say it. To queen c5 check. Okay, my king's sitting on g1 if I'm white, and then next move I just lose my bishop. So I put that position up on a board sometime a wee while ago to try to help me remember not to do it, because I've done it a lot of times. So I thought, well, I'm getting tired of making the same mistake in the King's Gambit at least all the time. So here we go. That's why I'm seeing this a wee bit quickly, but I'm sure you are too. Now here, this is interesting because if we just play here now, okay, I don't want to touch the wrong mouse button. I want to touch. If we play, if white plays this move, just capture, then it advances black's king into the opposition, and thereby white will lose because they have to shuffle. I would have to shuffle, not you, to the square or the square. Okay, so if the king for black is on f5, if I shuffle my king here, then this king comes here. If I shuffle my king here, then the king comes into here. Nibbles, 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 blah, 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 blah. So I have to be very careful. So that's why I'm going to play this move, so I can have the opposition. Now, what is happening here? This is a freebie. Now, just be careful, Dave. Now, I think... I don't want to jump in because that's when I'm going to lose. And white is a grandmaster, so we've got to be careful too for that reason. If we go e4, the king's got this square and this square to defend the knight. If the king goes there, oh, I don't know, I'm not too sure about this. I'm going to go, I feel like playing e4 first, but it might not be. One of these ones, oh, I dread these. I can go out on this one. Oh dear. I'm thinking it's a little bit similar to the other one. So I think it's check first and then capture. Then capture. Then king here. And then we threaten e3, don't we? I was lucky. And we got a rook on pre, knight on, a bishop on pre. So I'm going to take this first, and then if bishop takes knight, then we take rook first, and then the knight. Sure, everyone can see these ones. I hope you can. I really do. I really do. Hope you do. Yes. Don't get too keen. Oh, well, this, I just saw this. Look, it's like these are reading glasses. They're not prescription reading glasses. They're just cheapos, but probably have to get real ones. I'm not getting this one yet. Have we got rook b2? No, I don't think so, because bishop b. Do I go bishop b2 and rook b2? Do I go bishop b2? I think I probably would, but there's my danger in going live, is my self-talk. My self-talk is very dangerous in this. Got any tricks? I'm thinking it's bishop b2 and rook b2. I can't see anything else. I'm going to lock and load it. So I'm going to go bishop b2 check and rook b2 and then queen d1. So this has just heightened the attack on our poor old rook. Our rook wasn't doing anything, was it? Why are you now attacking it? Okay, so if I go check here, I was actually going to play rook a3 check. And then hope for king e2, but it wasn't good enough because king g2 was going to save white. But if we play g4 check now, king g2 is now forced, and then we have knight e3 check, and we capture this bishop. Because the back here, the pawn can't capture with the king on g2, of course. Everyone can see that as it's check. So we would do that. And now I'm going to take this bishop. So I'm just going to, I just have to go, because I'm drinking water, I do have to go to the toilet just real quickly. Okay, 2 seconds. 2 seconds? What? Hello, how are you going? Love the chef mass. Are you not going to be at the supermarket tonight? Oh, okay, John, hi. Don't know about the supermarket. Probably will be. Actually, what is the time? Oh dear, the time's going on. Oh, so, and we've got someone, talking to me about John's not my real name. I know. Okay, let's get on with this. So thank you very much for everyone taking part. I really, really, really appreciate you doing that. I just so much do. Okay, I know it sounds a bit wobbly, but I do. I just really appreciate you watching. So that's that one. Now we're on to number 21. What? We've got a check here. Is that doing anything? Don't know yet. I'm not actually sure. But we've got this check first. Okay. We have g6, queen h7 check mate. And then a king e7, then rook e8 checkmate, or queen e8 checkmate is pretty good. Now, otherwise, we're looking pretty bad down here, eh? This bishop. Right, I'm going to play queen here, check. If it drops the ball where I'm going to h5, then I'm out of here. Checkmate. Okay, that was number 21. Very dangerous 21. Now, we could take this pawn, you see. and then go queen takes c7, checkmate, yay! Oh, hang on, but that's not very good, because if we do, then black can capture with the queen. So we have to look at what our opponent can do at all times. So instead of that, I go here, and if king b8, because we're threatening queen c7 checkmate, aren't we? You are, and we are, and I am. And if king b8, then we go queen c7 checkmate still, because the king cannot move to a8 because now the knight's on that square. So we go knight b6, queen c7 checkmate. See, the water helps. That's what Magnus does. Magnus drinks water all the time. He doesn't. Magnus Carlsen and Nihalsson, I hope I've got your name right if you're watching. That'd be nice. And Gary Kasparov all shadoob their pieces before they start their game. Even if they're going to play a 5-minute or a blitz game, they shadoob their pieces for a reason. Because they're saying, g'day mate, how you going? And same with the water. This water is something that you see, because they get sponsored of course, but this is water that they have at the board, of course, over the board. And it's very, very important for the brain. The brain needs it. Everyone knows that. And it even needs mingling. I'm getting some mingling right now. And my eyes are starting to do their jiggle. Oh, okay. Don't I love this one? He's just gone king e6, hasn't he? Oh, this is a tester. Am I going straight for the pawn straight away? Because if I play here, of course, then it's king here and pawn here, king takes. King takes. Sorry, king takes. Or king takes. What was it? Where was it? b6. King b c6. b7. King b7. Out. Out for the count. And there's nothing. Okay? So that's pathetic. That's really pathetic. What about king f5, king c5, and king e6? Does that look like the one? And then we got d5, and then we can drive this pawn to b6. And king takes b6, and king takes d5. Oh, excuse me. King c7, king e5, king d7, f5, e7, g5, f7, h5, and guess what? The king's in that major corner. So what about if I go straight away up to present arms, realizing that I've still got this pawn, so the king can't go up here. It would have to go here or here to start marching this pawn. If it goes onto this square, it's better than if it goes onto that square, because this is my queening square for white. So the black king doesn't, and I could be out of here, and if I am, I've really enjoyed it. I really appreciate everyone watching. So I'm going to respect the game of chess, which is number 5 for me out of the respect test, and respect your opponent. I've seen someone, I won't say who, with the chess channel, and the way they talk about their opponent is not very good. I don't think that one should talk about their opponent badly. The other thing is that if I grab the H pawn, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and whereas if black I might be saying all this out of kilter, but the thing I'm thinking about is if I can come back to 1, 2, 3 to guard this pawn. So it's a bit odd. Oh, excuse me. Oh, the hazards of drinking water or something else is that thing that happens once it gets downstairs. It starts to, and other things too. So anyway, whatever. Don't get off topic, Dave, and don't be inappropriate. Oh dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. Am I going to go King G5? Or am I going to go King F5? Do I want to do that? If I go King F5, King C5, I might go and drop the ball if I do that. If I go King G5, King here, King takes, D5. That doesn't look very good. So I think process of elimination is saying King F5, and if here, then King E6. And then if King B6, here we go, King D6. We're going to end up in another, oh darn. And this is the one the junior I'm coaching or was coaching. This is the sort of end games that I would have him do, because he said, I don't like king and pawn end games. So I've said that a few times now, but and like, you know, they are a little bit freaky. And they look so simple. They look so simple. They just look like, you know, oh, go and grab that pawn, blah, blah. It might be just grab the pawn. It might be, yeah, it might be it might be grabbing the pawn. So yeah, oh sorry, I'll just count. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What else is it about? Dear. Why do you have to give me a hard one? Well, process of elimination is, I am actually looking for white, aren't I? But the process of elimination is that they don't like my idea of King F5. So I'm going King G5. I'm locking it in. I might be out of here. Because I can come back here. And this pawn's always going to be a problem. That's why. So I just use process of elimination, nothing else really. Now we're going to go check, because otherwise we're going to lose, and we've got through to almost the major part of the game. Do I play rook e4 and then rook a8 and then what? Okay, I'm going to do this, I think. I'm going to lock this in. So this one might be the one I'm out with. Rook e4, rook a8. Oh dear, that's not good. The maths, the math. Massachusetts. So what is going on here? Okay, well, we've got this, haven't we? King takes, and I hope you see the next move is knight e5 check. So that's this. So the other one was, for me, like kind of difficult really, because I just don't like some. What are we going to do now? Yes, okay. Well, okay. This is quite good. This is quite good. Anyone see it? Because I think I see it. I think I see the move. But it's quite a good move that black's played rook f3 from f4. Took something on f3, maybe a pawn. So rook f3 is quite a good move, but there's a wee flaw to it. So can you see the flaw? And I don't mean the flaw here. You might be able to see the flaw, but there's a wee trick to it. So by f5, Benjamin, bring the king to h5. That's good. Yep, you're correct. And also by f5. No, it was also my thought, Benjamin, to play king f5, but as we've seen now, the rest is history. And I think king e3, a move waiting. Yes, king e3. So does anyone see the trick here in this position? So I'll ponder a wee bit. I'll just go and get a piece of firewood to flick on the fire. Can I get one easy? I'll go and get a strip of firewood to throw on my fire, and I hope to see some answers. Okay, I hope to see some answers, and thank you for the likes, the people that are liking. It's something I don't ask for, but I do occasionally. It'd be nice. Help others find something that, you know, I'm not a grandmaster or anything like that, but I'm just sort of like, the thing I realised when I was a young lad, looking at a chess book, looking at games like, who was I looking at? Botvinnik and Karpov and Korchnoi and all that, and Tony Miles and things like that. I was going, what are they doing? That's what it was like from my brain. What's the, I'd just rather play my chess. And so that's why one of the main components or reasons I have this chess channel is so I'm there for the player like me, okay? Or a little bit lower or even a little bit higher. If the player a little bit higher than me watches this, then I'm honoured. Okay, I'm going to go get a bit of firewood for the fire. Hold on. It's cold here. I got it! I got some firewood! I got some firewood! I got some firewood! I got some firewood! I got some firewood. I got some firewood. I got some firewood. Yay! I've just started using the firewood now because it's I've been using kindling the whole time too, but excuse me. So anyone, I have 1200 each. Don't trust me, but I think rook takes pawn for white. Good move, not too bad. It's like Daniel King, Grandmaster Daniel King, where he says it's your move, or Tessina Miles, they say it's your move. Their book was It's Your Move. A very, very good book because it's got lots and lots of different chess positions for actual play. So I'm going to tell you what the moves are. Rook f3, Queen f3, which looks pretty darn good for black, doesn't it? Until we look at the move Rook f1. Okay, so here we got Rook f3 and Rook f1, and then the back rank is en prise. Okay, Dave. What do we do? If we go here, it forces this move to stop the bishop, stop the rook pawn running to h1, checkmate, or something similar. So, and then we just take this. And the bishop's free, okay? And I don't think I want to look at anything else. What have we got, what have we got here? Okay, well, I'm wanting to always grab material. I love winning material. Yes. Okay. I do win material. Now, so I knew it. Oh, good. And Dangerous Apple says epic fail. GGS or something. But this one is quite good because it's sort of still doing what I was saying, Man Cub. It's still winning material. We win a rook here, so how can you win a rook? It is coming up real shortly, and it starts with queen takes pawn check, which looks pretty okay until we think, well, what are we going to do after rook e2 and all that sort of stuff? It looks pretty dangerous. My friend, who's a very strong player in Otago, I noticed that he doesn't see some things quickly and that sort of thing. And our queen, oh look, my queen's attacked. Oh no. So here it goes here, okay? You ready, set, dun, dun, check, and capture. What's this? This is opposite colour bishop endgame, except we're bishop down. Find the best move for black. And I think we're going to have to play this all day long. And then we're going to play here. Well, that caught me by surprise a wee bit. Do I go here and here? Be careful with this one, David. It might. We've got queen check, Dave. Oh, okay. This is just check and checkmate because it's a double check, so the queen can't capture the rook, and it's a double check because I was going to go something like, oh, don't want to touch that board. I don't want to touch it. Don't touch it. I was going to go something like rook c7 or rook f6 check, and then rook takes rook and knight f7 check and go, what? Knight takes queen! Oh no! Okay, so this is simple. But I'm looking for... I like to find hard stuff. I don't like simple stuff. So I fail with the... Oh, this is easy. The other ones that get me. Not the hard ones. And same with Sudoku. This almost looks like my position, except the pawn isn't on F4. Now we've got a wee hideaway position here, haven't we? I think we're going to play knight c6, bc6, and bishop d6. And then the bishop can run away because we're threatening the queen. Okay, so I think I will play this Sparky. And if bishop takes here, okay, so knight c6, if bishop f4, then knight e5 check with the bishop, see? And then we take the bishop after. So I think I'm right, but I've been wrong before. I'll go knight e5 check, and queen takes bishop. We've got a few checks here, so, and we've got a queen loss. We've got a whole queen down. How dare we be a queen down? Huh? Oh, but if I just go here, then it's a lost game. Well, it's not very good for white compared to this check. This check's better. Do you see why? Oh, there you go. The word from our sponsor. Yeah, that's my sponsor. That's my stomach rumbling away. So rook g1 check is not as good as rook g3. There's a difference. They look very similar, but they are completely different, because this bishop will actually be really good to unleash with a rook check. So we're going to play this rook here, and then we've got the rook behind this bishop. Okay, now we go here. I think we're going to win an exchange. I think that's what we're going to do. Otherwise, I don't want to get it wrong, Sparky. So we're going to win the queen next move with bishop f6 discovery check. One of my favourite checks on the whole planet is that move, bishop f6 check. But it's not really, I'm just being silly. Here we've got check and checkmate. Now that, so we have this lift, we get rid of one of the horizontals, verticals, and then we get rid of that one, and we play checkmate. And what are we doing here? I don't know. Why are we here? I don't know. What are we doing here? I don't know. All those questions have been answered right now for you on the Muppet channel. Well, this queen down here, I'm just like, I'm thinking all sorts of weird stuff. It's ridiculous, really is ridiculous. Oh, this is, shall I play that then? Not play that. It's teaching me at this old age that you've got to look where you're going. You know, just like when you're driving a car, it'd be very silly to drive without looking, wouldn't it? But I did actually say that to one lady friend, an elderly lady friend of mine, a wee while ago, and to say, I'm thinking it's rook f1. Move pawn to black queen. Now press box to spam kick. Not sure. I might try that, but only when I'm not. So anyway, I said back then, which is very naughty. I said that. Oh no, you can't play Rook F1, David. Oh. Oh. Checkmate. That's what I like about these puzzles. Well, I don't really like them, but that's what I like about them is they stop me being too conceited. Oh boy. That would be so embarrassing if I'm going to lift this, I think, and then I'm going to play bishop b4. But that's so embarrassing, isn't it? Chess is like that. That's what chess is all about, I think. Well, I don't really think, but I do. It's that sort of thing. Just not very nice, is it? There is a few ways to go here. One of them is to take that bishop, but that's hardly good. So here we go again. I'm probably going to, if I went knight takes bishop, then it's no good because of pawn takes queen, knight takes queen, bishop takes bishop on h5 or something else like that. So it's not that, but my initial thought was to be absolutely truthful with you, was queen, oh I see, was queen h4 check. Now it is actually the correct move because first I get my queen in safety, and then if the king goes to d2 I'll play my queen to f4 check, and then I take the bishop on c3 threatening the queen with the knight, and then I take the knight if white obliges by playing bc3 or whatever. Okay, well that's a different one. I'll have that queen, thank you. Wow, look at this. Bishop, knight, rook, queen, rook, king. And it's not exactly the... I want to find the move that's waiting or something. I think it's rook g2 and queen h2. There's no real checks for white, so like there's no fire. So my first move is rook g2, and of course king h1's no good because of queen h2 checkmate. So upon that move, then what I think we do play queen takes h2, and thereby we're threatening queen g1, we're threatening queen h1 checkmate. And so if rook h4, then we play queen h4, queen g1 checkmate. If queen h4, we play queen g1 checkmate. There's no checks, so I'm going for this. And am I going to do this for real? Yeah, even if the knight takes. So, what do I do now? Here's another one similar. We're going to first check, okay, and then take the rook. are we doing here? Why are we on this planet? What is the meaning of life in general? Okay, what do we do now? I think I play e3. I like e3 a lot. I don't see what white does apart from maybe capture. Then if white does capture, then what happens after that? We checkmate. Okay. So, or do we do that? I think we do. Okay. Oh dear, that's not good. Why'd you do that for? Okay, so we've got, this is not going to be the move. It might be. Oh dear, the stomach. Whatever. Do you need to do that, David? It sounds disgusting. Queen e6 check. King b8. I don't know about queen e6 check. I don't think so. What about knight d6 check? What's that knight from move? No, oh boy, stomach. Knight d6 check. And then... Ah, okay. Yeah, knight d6 check. And the king goes to b8. And then we go queen g8 check. Not queen d8, because knight takes queen. I can't go queen d8. Because the knight's in the way. It's a roadblock on d6. We all know about roadblock. I'm going to play this. I'm going to lock and load it. I'm going to go queen check. I'm going to go knight check. And knight takes queen. Knight's Castile, as we say in New Zealand. Knight's castling queen. Castile. Yes. Okay. I think if you play a4, ba4, king c4, what else other than, if nothing, then we play a5. And then, but then, if we do that, no, we would take the pawn. If black ignored it, we wouldn't play a5, because then we'd have two contrasting kings looking after each other's passed pawn. So that's the dilemma of this position. If this pawn's not here, it's somewhere else. Let's say, oh, here's the stomach again, making that noise. What the? Then if the pawn was on c2, we haven't got any real way, any real way for us to go forward. Whereas black's got this protected passed pawn. Yeah, someone said to me earlier on that, are you going to go to the supermarket? Because that's where I'm going to go get my dinner. But that will be at 8:30 New Zealand time. So anyway. So I'm going to go a4. I'm going to lock a4 in. And then that will be with the idea of b5 and capturing that a4 pawn. Okay? It let me off. Someone's called the cause. Yeah, that's cool. The cause. So this check, and not queen g2, and then queen check. I'm just going to lock that in. I don't really mind. And we have left off. They're really belting these ones home today, aren't they? Huh? They're really belting these ones home. And so's my stomach. I'm going to go h5, gh5, what else? King h5. Then if king f4, then g5, and king h7, king f4, g5, king f5. What happens then? Sorry, brain power. No. And and what is my rating? Well, it sort of varies. Maybe I'm going to lock myself in here. Oh no, I'm not. Am I going to lock myself in? Am I going to go king h6 and g5? Oh, this is like they're giving me so many of these tonight. It's not funny. It's okay. I'll go back to the drawing board. Right. h5, gh5, king h5, king f4, g5, king f5 equals king h6. That's the only other move. Otherwise, oh, do we take that pawn? No, we don't. Take with the gh5 pawn. So my ratings, I don't really want to, because it can be gloaty, but like my rating on here for Lichess, it's not so good on chess.com. I heard something somewhere recently that if you've got an account on Lichess, chess.com notice it, their algorithm or whatever notices it. So guess what? They just don't give you a very good rating. So we go king h5. Oh, okay. Alright, okay. I think I'm going to go king here, king here, king here, pawn here, I mean. King here, king takes, king takes, king takes. And we have a one game. So what was that now? Okay, I'm going here. Sorry about that, Sparky. Okay. So my rapid rating was about... So we're going to push this pawn. Bishop takes rook. Pawn. Rook here. And bishop d4 wins. What way are we going? Who are we? We're black, are we? Are we black again? No, I don't know. I don't know. So we're 3 away, they're 4 away. And we've got the move. So I think I go here. I don't think I take this. Go king here. I'm actually looking at this right, am I? C8 square. It's a white square. They're good puzzles. Good things for your chess is to remember what colour squares are on the chessboard. Improves your visualization. Can you remember the last position? How long does it take to remember the last position? I've just remembered the last position, and the final position was black pawn on g6, king on h5, and my king, or white's king, is on g7, and pawns on g5 and h4. It's a bit sad, isn't it, really, chess, that and after king h4, king g4, king g6, and soon we will mount the g5 pawn on g6 and g7 and g8, as long as the king doesn't interrupt all those ideas. Hi there to, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name. I don't know what sort of sandwiches you like, John. That's not your real name, John. I don't know what sort of sandwiches you like. I don't even know what sandwiches I like. But some of the classics are cheese and tomato. That is one of the catering schools. Oh, there you go again. Combinations. I'm sorry, I'm just... Oh, that's nice. The king ends up on d3, and then the queen, once this queen's, we go queen check, and we go pawn takes. And then this pawn runs, and this pawn runs here to c3. That's quite good. I like this. So we're going king here, pawn here, pawn here, pawn here, queen, queen check, and pawn takes. Wow, that's a nice one. I really like that one. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Yay. There we go again. Yeah, that was my... Oh, that was a real nice one, that was. Hope you agree. What are we doing here? The stomach's just continually going like nobody's business. Okay, I know what we're doing here. Can you see the move here? It's not too hard. It's here, queen check to the bishop. Oh, but what you do is that. Right, now there's lots of things happening here, but I'm looking too hard and I don't need to. So I'm going to go rook g3 check. What happens if king f2? Oh, rook here check. Or, no, queen e3 checkmate. So, upon rook g3, we have bishop g2. And then we have rook takes g2, king g2, and queen h2 checkmate. We're getting up to the shadow water. The shallow water, the shadow water, the shallow water. And I'm drinking too much of this stuff, if you get what I mean. Dear. I quite like this, but we're sort of exchanged down at the moment. Oh yeah, okay. And then I like this. And I like this. And queen check. And queen here. I'll go to the little boys' room again. Sorry. Sorry. Just like if I start drinking water and it's cold and all that. Okay, I'll be 2 seconds. Or about 2 minutes. So try to get to 50 and try to get to 50. How do we wriggle this? I might look at the wrong. I'm going to put these on. This is the problem with the Sage over 60. I'll put this on. If I could plant my queen there, well, it's checkmate, but I can't plant it here. But I'd like to. I also kind of like this. Is one of the original ideas, but be quiet, stomach. So I think that this is oh dear. Hold on. Yeah, so that talking about the position before has made me think that I don't know if I'm comfortable with this whole thing. So if I swipe, the king doesn't want to go here or here. I don't think so anyway. I don't think it does. So check. And then king here. Queen check. I don't know. Oh, king can't go there because there's a lot of knights on the table. I wonder if it's queen g4 check. Or queen f5 check. Oh, be quiet, stomach. Goodness. Must be hungry. d5, king c8, queen a8 check, queen b8, queen a6 check, queen b7, I'm sorry if this is basic. I do think I'm still keen on this queen f5 check. But then if I look at queen f5, I see king c6. And it looks like black would get out of their hole. So in a blitz game, I'm going to play queen d5 all day long, especially with who is black. There's 2-3-50 for rapid, so about my rating for rapid. Oh, Dave. What's wrong with your stomach? Queen d4 check, and I don't like king c6 again. Oh, here we go. Let's do a die. Oh, you nice. Okay, it was do or die. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna go anyway. Yeah, that I agree. Code begins now, but I didn't get to 50. I only got to 49, which is a special number for someone. So I wasn't even looking at rook d5. I wasn't really considering rook d5. I wasn't. Oh, okay. But I wasn't really considering rook d5. I'm going to be completely honest, of course, which I'm going to be all the time anyway. I mean, like the judge said, when the person says in front of the judge, the defendant says, "Well, to be perfectly honest, judge," the judge says, no, don't be honest. Just tell me complete lies. I don't want to hear the truth. I mean, you've just been sworn in. So what's the point of saying all of a sudden? Anyway, that's fair enough, I think. But I really, you get what I mean. I really love that one. That one where, there've been some good ones, but I really liked the, was it the king and pawn in game? So I'm going to get out of here now, but I really like the king and pawn in game. Was it king? Oh, the stomach's bothering me. So I'm out of here. Thank you very much. All the best with your chess, no matter where it's at, and primarily try to enjoy the game of chess. Wow, what a lot of conversation. Because queen f5, let's face it, their code begins now. Queen f5 to start the game. Queen f5 is the best square on the planet. I should have played queen f5, but darn it, I don't even see what's going on here. But what will happen is I will go away someday and I'll think, oh yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, what are things like that? Don't think it was a very nice one. It wasn't a nice one. It wasn't nice. Oh yeah. Oh, of course. King here. King to c8 or c6, and it's rook c5, and we win this. The queen. Okay. Where am I now? Okay, bye.